It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got the 2000's team facing the West All-Stars. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Duncan. Iverson is out there with Kobe. And it's LeBron James. And it's O'Neal in at the 5. Roaming the paint. The shot's good.
Well, you know, Duncan's too big and talented not to put a body on him, and he's always lurking around looking for offensive boards.
Shaq against James. And Harden with the basket on the assist by James.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Bryant, that's for 2. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
The drive by James. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
That one drops for him. Duncan's got his second basket of the night.
And, you know, Duncan is an incredible talent. He's a menace on the block. Exceptional at scoring deep inside.
Nobody near Irving. Kept alive. Iverson against Irving from deep LeBron. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist.
Over the years, his catch-and-shoot jumper has gotten so much better. You can tell LeBron's really worked on that part of his game.
James, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the West All-Star.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Free throw good, James.
Well, there are only a handful of players who've been on the line more often than LeBron, and no surprise, every one of them a Hall of Famer. That's where he's headed to.
And here's the West with the ball. 4-point game. Here's LeBron. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Well, there are only a handful of players who've been on the line more often than LeBron, and no surprise, every one of them a Hall of Famer. That's where he's headed to.
O'Neal trying to break free, and that one good. 6 points for Tim Duncan.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Harden right side, over Bryant. Again, the West All-Star.
You know, sometimes you're risking the blow-by or the drive-by if you play tight on Harden. Or like here, maybe he'll knock down the jumper right in your face. He's just got so many ways to hurt you. It's hard to guard him. Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
The 2000's team with the ball. The drive by Bryant. Duncan trying to break loose. Kobe, that's good.
And Bryant, just a superb athlete, terrific at just imposing his will on the defense on that drive.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Coach Mike D'Antoni. He said they must take care of the basketball tonight. They're playing a team that lives off of what it gets defensively, getting out in transition. And he needs his guys to protect the ball. Kevin?
All right, David, sounds like they're plotting GA to try and overcome some pretty stingy defense.
Yeah, the play calling is going to be key here, guys. You can't afford to be predictable.
And, you know, that means not only does the ball have to move, but players have to move. Prevent the defense from loading up on one side or the other.
They retain possession.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and them. They look strong here in the early going. Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Simmons comes in for Kevin Durant. Bradley Beal's checked in for James Harden. And Lillard subbed in for Irving. Here's Simmons, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's James. 7 points in the game. Lets it go from 14. Here's...
I love that. Yes, indeedy. Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Here's Lillard. A rebound by Carter.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
The West All-Stars have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one. And he's good on the second. Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for the 2000's team. Here's Garnett. And a miss there on the triple. And they're pushing it up. Puts it up for Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The West All-Stars with the ball. Lillard outside. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for James. The shot by Thompson, no good. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters. And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Carter for 3. It's rebounded by the West. And here's the fast break. Thompson with the bucket.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Outside Carter. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. And it's 6 points for Vince Carter. Here is Lillard. Over Nash. No good on that one. And so it's LeBron James making things happen. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen from the West All-Stars, what's your take so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case? No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the floor for the 2000's team, we've got Pierce. Garnett out there with Yao. Then it's Nash. And it's McGrady in at the 2 spot. Pierce for 3. The 3. And that one's good. McGrady.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And yes, it's good.
With Ben Simmons, his wheelhouse is in close. The closer he is, the more dangerous he is.
From deep 3-point range, there's Pierce. That's good on the assist by Nash. Pierce has got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
So for the West, Towns, he's checked in for Anthony Davis, and it's LaMarcus Aldridge in for Simmons. Then for the 2000's team, LeBron comes in for Kevin Garnett, and Iverson's subbed in for Steve Nash.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
And the West All-Stars have possession. Beal can't get it to go.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
Now here's Lillard. They get it back. Aldridge uses the glass to finish the layup. Aldridge has got his first points of the game.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Pierce has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Down low. And Aldridge slams it in.
Well, he's so good around the basket that he doesn't really need to throw it down. But sometimes Aldridge just has to take advantage of it.
Pierce, the pass to Iverson. Back to Pierce. Yao draws the double, and the shot goes in.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Three-pointer, Lillard. No good on the shot. And the 2000's team will go the other way with it.
You know, he hasn't made any threes this quarter after sinking just the 1 in the first.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. They trail by 1. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Iverson. Shakes him, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Damian Lillard.
I don't know if we've seen a tougher player pound for pound than Allen Iverson. I mean, you can knock him around, but he's always going to bounce back up.
So for the West, Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Klay Thompson. James Harden comes in for Bradley Beal. And Irving subbed in for Damian Lillard.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Now here's Kobe. Good work defensively by Harden. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. A 3 from Leonard. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And it's Kobe missing. Bryant's gone just 2 for 8 from the field. Right there at 25%. Harden, that's good.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off. Timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
Here's Kobe, and the rejection by Towns. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. KD's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And they get it. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Kobe. 1:19 left in the first half of basketball. The pass to Harden. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Davis is checked in. 1:14 left in the second quarter. Leonard on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Leonard's got the lead up to 4 now for the West All-Stars. Leonard with the steal. And stolen by Nash. And Shaq with the slam.
Boy, nobody wants to get in his way when he's this deep. Watch out.
And the West All-Stars have possession. To the middle, here's Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
Now, here's Nash. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Drills it from outside.
And, you know, the stroke of Nash, so pure. He's got a nice high arching shot, a deadly three-point shooter, too.
Here's Irving. Count the basket. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Wade for three. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got his 4th assist in this one.
You know, Nash is an excellent distributor, a phenomenal floor general, great at recognizing when his guys are open.
Carter, the pass to O'Neal. That one, no good. BT that time from Leonard. Over Nash. Again, the West All-Star.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never...
And a close game so... And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for the West All-Stars, we've got Harden. LeBron James is out there with Durant. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Irving at the 1 spot.
I like how Bryant takes contact on the way up. This guy is very good at feeling out the defense and absorbing that contact and still capitalizing.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Pass to Durant. Buries it down low.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Bryant, that's for 2. Here's O'Neal. And good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points. Shaq's got 6. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Shaq.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
Yeah, and if you're going to give Brian a lane to the rim, then you deserve to get dunked on. You know how tenacious he is when penetrating inside.
And so James will bring it up for the West All-Stars. A 2-point game. Shaq with some nice D.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Kobe, the pass to O'Neal.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars.
Western All-Stars ball.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. James and LeBron throws it down hard.
Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
Here's Bryant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. The West making some changes. Simmons checked in for Durant. Klay Thompson comes in for James Harden. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And it's Lillard missing. The 2000's team with the ball. They lead by 4. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by James. 8 points for Duncan.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Lillard with the bucket.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Offensive rebound. O'Neal. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for the West. Bradley Beal comes in for Kawhi Leonard.
You know, the touch on Thompson's three-point shot just off the charts. He just never seems to lose his feel.
And Kobe throws it down.
Dirk Nowitzki, he can dish the rock too.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
The shot by Thompson, no good. To the inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Now it's a 7-point 2000's team lead. McGrady's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Now here's Beal. Pass to Lillard. A 3-ball. And it's Shaq with the rebound. Shaq's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
Boy, LeBron's taking a lot of punishment over the years. For him, just part of the game.
For the 2000's team. Garnett comes in for Shaq, and it's Nash in for Bryant. And so here are the West All-Stars. Trailing here by 8. Lillard finds Thompson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists here tonight. Thompson's gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. James has a 2-pointer. And Simmons with the rebound. James has gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Here's Simmons. Doesn't go that time. And the 2000's team will go the other way with it.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
1:44 left in the third. Right side Aldridge. Back to Beal. Clock at 6. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, if you're going to foul Aldridge, you've got to make it a hard one because you don't want to give him the and one chance.
Davis is checked in for the West. Then for the 2000's team. Pierce is checked in for James. Carter comes in for McGrady. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Nash. Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for the 2000's team. It's a 5-point game. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
really imperative that you put a body on Nowitzki. I mean, he's just too big and talented close to the rim.
There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Outside, Davis. Here's Aldridge. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. And he recovers it. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the 2000s team.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
Catching up on changes for the West. James Harden. He's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Irving subbed in for Lillard. Then for the 2000s team, Yao. He's checked in for Nowitzki. And Allen Iverson subbed in for Vince Carter.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Wade against Harden. Rebound by Yao. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Unloads, and Pierce gets it to go on the assist by Wade. Pierce has got 5 now.
And, you know, guys, Wade is a terrific teammate, always willing to give up the ball and share the sugar, if you will, especially when his teammate is wide open.
Irving against Iverson. Aldridge trying to break free. Now Meng pulls it in.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And the basket by Wade.
And you got to like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
And a deep three from Harden. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the visiting team heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for the 2000s team. They've got Yao. Duncan out there with Garnett. Then there's Kobe. And it's Iverson in at the point guard position.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
On the wing, Harden lets it go from deep. That shot off. And the 2000s team will go the other way with it. Kobe, the pass to Yao. Over Davis. Yao's shot is good. Yao's got the lead up to 9 now for the 2000s team. Harden surveying the D. Here's Durant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Anthony Davis. Then for the 2000s team, Shaq comes in for Yao. And it's LeBron in for Kevin Garnett. Here's Duncan. Good. And the 2000s team leads by 9.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And LeBron throws it down.
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
Kobe attacking. O'Neal trying to break free.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Durant kicks to Irving, trying to find Harden, and he's got it now.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Bryant, good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Bryant's got 19 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 14 points for LeBron.
You know, because James is such a consistent, confident shooter from the mid-range, you just can't afford to let him get comfortable.
Kobe passes to O'Neal over James, and O'Neal gets it to go. Shaq's got the lead back up to 9 now for the 2000s team. Iverson against Irving. Here's KD. Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing. And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He said they've played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. You have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
They are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Leonard hits them both.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
And here's Kobe from the arc. Drains the three-pointer. Kobe's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And when Irving is feeling it, he's untouchable. A prime-time scorer who can spot up.
Oh! Hey, hey, hey! Ooh, wow! Bryant skying high to slam it home. Always looking to stuff with style.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. Down by 12. Over Iverson. Misses off the right iron.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Inside. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bryant's got 6 assists now in the game.
Always nice to see Bryant find the open man. He gets so much attention on himself. That helps create opportunities for other guys.
Irving from long range. And it's Shaq with the rebound. O'Neal's got 11 rebounds in the game. Bryant. And that one's good by Shaq. Shaq's got 4 points this quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Leonard. Great touch on the 16-footer. Timeout called the 2000s team. They lead by 16. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kobe Bryant.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they've needed to be aggressive, and boy, did he make them pay.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Nowitzki dishes to Wade. Carter outside. No good from outside. Here's West now. It's a 16-point game. The tray. The shot by Thompson, no good. Nowitzki against Irving. Nash outside. Good on the triple.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Rejected by Nowitzki.
And you know, Nowitzki is capable of 86ing these shots now. That means rejection, using his height and wingspan to deny.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Carter with the three. It's hauled in by LeBron. The West All-Stars with the ball. Trailing by 19. The feed to Aldridge. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And not forget about the defensive Garnett now. Outstanding at knowing when to time his leap to block the shot.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
And so it's the 2000's team with the W. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.